finished reading Crown Me Dead and Crown Me Yours. And I am so happily heartbroken. This is the Heartstrings Duet by Zander, and it was not at all what I had expected. I mean, yes and no. This is a dark romantasy duet, and I was coming into this thinking that this was going to end that way. Now, if you read this, if you know, you know. This left my nervous system still trying to cope because this is the very first book. Crown Me Yours specifically is the very first book that made me cry, like sobbing, crying. As I was reading Crown Me Yours and I started crying, I was here sitting in this very chair and my husband was passing by and I had my shirt covering my face. He came to me and he was like, "Oh, what happened?" And I love him for that. But I was just in the feels and Liv Zander, this author is brutal because after a really beautifully painful moment, there's still two chapters left in the book to read. And I had to plow through it. Otherwise, I might have to stop and finish just two chapters left the next day. So I was crying and sobbing and stopping every now and then. Those last two chapters were also just amazingly. The last two chapters as well was just, I can't even describe it. That's what I was not expecting at all. Now, if you read Crown Me Dead and how that ended, and then you proceed to Crown Me Yours, how that ended, it's not at all what you would expect. My heart was definitely put to good use reading the book. When I finished this and posted on Fable and on Instagram, people were messaging about it. And I'm just so happy that there are people who have already read it because I was able to let out and talk about it. Because this is one of those books where after you read it, you're going to be staring at a wall, internalizing all the feelings that you're feeling now because it's so fast. The painfully beautiful moment and then the beautiful moments after that and then all the way leading to the end. It's just beautiful. I don't know what else much to say, really, except please read it. I read because I want to experience different emotions, and there's nothing like a really good fantasy book that transports you, mind and soul, into a different world. This is not just vibes reading. This is poetic. This is beautiful. This is so well written. And the way that this was structured to the end, where that scene landed so well that if you don't end up at least even tearing up from that scene, your heart needs to feel. Your heart needs to feel more because oh, it's come to that point where I still want to talk about this book. So I am letting my husband reading this and he's reading this right now because I need to talk to him about it. It's one of those books where I'm not going to spoil you at all. My husband was asking me what this is about. I'm like, "No. You're going to read this, and then you're going to come to me after, and then I'm going to talk about it. You're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it." Because because so if you've been on the fence seeing this and wanting to read this, just do it. Just do it. And for those who have finished reading the Heartstring Duet, happy Father's Day to Death. If you know, you know.